Take a look at that street. It is filthy and it needs to be swept. But what happens if the street sweeper doesn't come? What happens if you're given a ticket for parking in the street sweeping zone and the sweeper never shows up? What if you pay a $60 fine for nothing? Citizen journalist and USC junior Matt Schrader spent 3 months investigating.
It's just before 9 a.m., which means for people parked along this street in downtown L.A., it's time to move your car for street cleaning. Signs like these are posted on almost 7,000 miles of L.A. streets, where cars are prohibited from parking for 2 hours every week, and where the parking enforcement team issues violators $60 ticket after $60 ticket, almost like it's a business. Kimmy Porter represents the Department of Transportation.
The purpose, the posting of the signs is so the street services and street maintenance can go out and do the work and clean the streets.
But ticketing is a huge source of income. The city made $134 million last year from parking tickets. That's almost $15 grand every hour of the day for a year. And officials told me most of that money comes in on street sweeping days. But many streets with posted signs aren't being swept at all, including 24th Street, which is littered with all kinds of dirt and trash, and where Officer Smith was printing up a ticket.
Are they sweeping today, do you know?
They're supposed to. If they're not, then there's an issue with them. They should be doing it everywhere. Matter of fact, I did see him over on the other side. He should be here in about maybe 30 minutes or so.
But he didn't come in 30 minutes, or in 45 minutes, or any time within the posted hours. City law fails to mention whether ticketing is even legal when there's no sweeping, much less whether it's ethical. Along with the filthy 24th Street, the city didn't sweep a number of other streets, including 23rd Street, near Budlong Street, and 36th Place. In fact, of 9 downtown streets monitored over 2 months, only 6 of them were swept weekly.
Street sweeping is not being done. They shouldn't be ticketed. I agree with you on that.
But there's more. Along Raymond Avenue, a parking enforcement vehicle is caught on camera parked for a full hour between the illegal hours of noon to 2. Watch as another officer ignores the violation altogether. 3 separate times.
But I'm not going to cite my own person for being parked in a street lane.
Even though that's illegal?
Well, I'm not going to cite my own person for being parked in a street lane zone.
Porter assured me parking enforcement is doing its best to improve service. That won't fix the tickets of many people, like Daniel.
I got ticketed and I deserved it because I'm in the way of the street sweeping vehicle. But if they are having a system that fines us but isn't following up on why they're fining us, that's a broken system.
In downtown Los Angeles, I'm Matt Schrader.
After seeing that, you feel ripped off? Matt joins us now. Matt, thanks for being here. Terrific work on that. Really well done.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Matt, have you heard from anybody in the city since doing your report?
You know, I have. I've talked a little bit with City Councilman Paul Koretz. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And it was actually one of his, someone he works with. They said that they're going to push that through, originally planning on it last Friday at the City Council meeting. They didn't get around to it. We're still kind of waiting to see if anything comes of it. And they say the next meeting is going to be a week from tomorrow. They're pretty confident that they can get another council member to, I guess, second the motion and fix some of the problems right now.
So the bottom line is we're saying if they don't sweep in the area where you're not supposed to park, you're not going to get a ticket. Is that what they're going to do?
In essence, there's going to be some type of a checks and balances system. I'm not exactly sure what that is yet. I haven't spoken to the council member yet about that. That's the plan, I know. Right now, the law real hazy on what exactly is legal in certain cases. It says that obviously the division can fine you for parking in street services or street sweeping zones,
right?
And call that illegal. But it doesn't really define what happens when that's not a street sweeping zone. And it seems to be happening in a lot of areas, especially in poorer areas.
All right, hey Matt, really terrific work. You should be very proud of that. Good job, and thanks for coming on tonight. We really appreciate it.
Fred, thank you so much.
All right.